And then I'm guessing that they're gonna just snatch up a...
What's the plan here for Pope?
I don't know.
The first one they hovered was Silas, and I got a little excited, and I realized they were just rotating
What
through
is
all of them.
Rilesh gonna play here? Kiana?
Excitement, depending on what is actually locked in. It's Victor, so more standard.
Zaheen jungle, maybe?
And I think this makes sense. It's kind of what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, Zaheen. Chat, what do you mean fix your mic? Is it bad or what?
Please get the pigeons out of my head.
Last pick into Victor. I mean, Annie might just be the play. But I think that I hate that Annie champ.
A little bit more control in the early game.
Yeah.
But I'm curious now what the answer is going to be for Humanoid, because he's could match kind of that long range with something like the Zoe and then you've got Ezreal and the Zoe that you can look for some of these poke plays, and it's something that is
Ooh, Azul. Chat, ads are gonna run if you know about ads. You can to try me to have sub to the channel and 1-2 back for the game. That's big case. If you sub now, we'll get ads for 30 days. I appreciate all the subbers. Much love. Let's get locked in. Azul. Pretty strong champ. If you're good at it. I feel like if you're not a good Azul, it's a bad champ.
Jungle kind of weak before that level 6, so I think that will give a lot of pressure towards Navi, especially if you got this Lulu to work with this Hen for control in River in the early stages.
Nako's on a counter pick, he's gonna carry hard. Yeah, Mainter is on damage control this game. I think that the Gwen might just blast the whole game open.
Get into some late game team fight territory here, Dagda. I mean, when I look at Victor Sion, I'm not expecting either of those solo laners either to have a lot of action in this game until they hit their item power spikes, until they hit their levels and their stack break points. And same can be said for something like an Aurelion Soul that will just keep stacking up to Stardust. And that means that we could be in for some crazy 5v5 moments between Vitality and Na'Vi. Vitality again are up 1-0 in the series. A win here means that they continue on a strong start to their spring split, but Na'Vi are undefeated so far. They dropped the game in the series, but they have not lost a series yet, being 2-0 currently. They're gonna have to win back-to-back games if they want to keep that streak going. So, game number 2, ready to load into the Rift.
Yeah, definitely an interesting composition from Vitality. I'm curious to see how it does play out, because it does very much seem like it relies on hitting that kind of mid-game point where you've got access to ultimates and maybe you can just blow someone up. But I mean, a very stock standard, play through Relent, see if you can play for early skirmishes, and hope that that then carries us into some strong team fights later.
Also,
is Kobe English good? Yeah, it's pretty good.
On the bottom of the screen right there,
it's pretty good.
The Kit Kat break. Did you notice how many Kit Kats are on stage? Did you also hear about the
they stole them all. LEC stole them.
Yeah. Jacked on the way. Yeah. Just connecting dots here. There's a lot of Kit Kats in the studio. Do we have anything?
Not allowed to talk about it.
No. Okay. I'm just visiting, man.
Did no one tell you before you got here?
No, I didn't realize that this was happening.
Oh,
okay. Okay. Cool. Well, we'll just pretend that didn't happen live on broadcast here as ASOL in 2026. Even Twitch chat is reacting to it. Not a champion that you see that often. So anytime it comes up,
the Nico Qs are landing.
Want to start talking about
I do think that with time, surely both side lanes for Vitality are just winning again, aren't they?
And get all your abilities.
What is that Victor skin? Holy green!
Green.
Yeah, Vedia stole the Kit Kats. If you want a Kit Kat, DM Vedia's on Twitter, you'll get one.
Right, the Q range, the E range, it makes it very difficult for the Aurelion Sol in the early stages, because ASOL kind of wants to stand there in the early point and just
oh my god, it's already cooked in top or what?
And then try and step away. But against a Victor, especially once he gets access
that ward
to
is doing work.
It's very difficult to go for that. So
Victor likes it when you stand still.
Exactly.
What do you do if you steal 400 kilos of chocolate? What happens if it starts melting?
Sol, to be honest, like
what?
Great later, but every time he's like,
are they just trolling or what?
Like the flying, yep, it can be interrupted by Victor. So
also, what are they going to do with it? What are you going to do with 400 kilos of chocolate?
So if you angle the laser correctly, you're able to hit both of that. Let's get APA on the line over in the LCS. You know, I haven't talked to them about the ASOL Victor matchup in a while, so I'm a little rusty on it.
Does anyone know what you should do with 400 kilos of chocolate? Like, let's pretend you had 400 kilos of chocolate. What would you do with it? Because I don't know.
Nako had a fantastic performance in that first game to the point where he was just crushing in the one Asnar into the double AP solo laners, and already he's got the early shove here on the side, expecting big things from him in this game as well.
Yeah, it does feel like we've kind of just entered into a ritual now where every game 2 for Vitality we have to have a Nako grab, because he's been slaughtering people, and I think it's been incredibly impressive. We'll have to see again with this counter matchup how well Mainter can hold on, because there's no doubt in my mind that Nako is going to end up getting control of here.
Maybe a potential Scuttle Crab contest, but no, Fleshy's here, so is Carzy. I love this from bot lanes. When they get a shove and they're able to walk up and help their jungler get
That's called
the Scuttle
bot
Crab
prio
uncontested.
right there. Bot
Lensis will jump
prio.
over the wall and actually look for any camps, but there's none to be taken.
It does mean Sam D got a reset in there though, so can he now contest this wave enough that it prevents Carzy and Fleshy from able to reset? I think they should be able to push in and get a reset for themselves anyway. But Relech just sends himself to the top side, picks up his own Scuttle Crab. It'll be more about this next crab now, how important it is.
The one around 6 minutes is always the more explosive one, based on last split. Globally, a lot of action happens around there. We saw the reset from Poby as well, teleport to the lane with a Dark Seal on the Amp Tome. Humanoid only picking up the Amp Tome before his first TP, so a slight just purchase advantage for Poby in the 1v1 as MD.
It's fine. All good. Hey, just get heal out.
Right there, get the heal out
All
of
good.
Fleshy. So slight trade advantage for them.
Cameron Nako, please. Yeah, I wish we could see top a bit more. I'd love to see how it's going now that he's TP'd back. He looks like he's playing so far up.
So Carzy just going to stick around, but it will delay his tier on that.
Yeah, is this matchup even playable for Asol early? I feel like one laser, one GG.
Now realizes there's no one there.
Yeah, Carzy all alone, and this is the danger of being the Ezreal, is again, your support will often be like, you're fine, you're good, you can jump away and throw out through, so I'm good.
I think someone could do unranked to master with 0 deaths.
Stay in the mid position, and now his Fleshy actually as a minion coming in. Let's see if Sambi and Parrot actually have the minions. Yeah, that minion's acting a little strange.
I think Baus could do it.
Yeah, might have given up the jig there a little bit, but still, I think like this is where for Vitality, I think you'd want Lensis to try and just show his face on bot side to get you some control.
Actually, it wouldn't be fair. You would get to like
reset
Diamond
yourself.
and you're streaming it, and the enemy team would
Already
notice, and they would just
starting to contest
5-man
some of
you on
these, making it
cooldown.
difficult for this Wukong to really get any sort of presence in this bottom lane.
Yeah, I mean, he's technically showing himself on the bottom half of the map. This is the opposite type of showing, though. Now he's showing that he's backing, so he's not going to be there.
This lane ward is so important when you're playing this Sion matchup. So whether the minions hit the Gwen when you trade on them.
Yeah, Sam D also faking the reset himself, it looks like, to try and get...
Actually, Diamond players wouldn't be able to like fix a light bulb. Hell nah, they're ganking mid as 5-man.
Fleshy, pretending to be Carzy, is now sitting in the bottom side, so they didn't push as hard as they could have. So now Carzy going to be back to pick up a good amount of this wave. So yeah. Oh, so
I feel like 50% of all Diamond players bought their account probably.
Get your support like Fleshy. He'll stick around. Hey, he went for the earlier reset, now he's paying it forward, you know?
Yeah.
For paying it
So
back.
what's the... Get a support who will pretend to be you and take gold and...
Aren't you Diamond? No. Chad, we've been through
As a
this.
support player, I like taking gold from AD.
Okay, fair, yeah. I mean, they
trying to
removed the
encourage
limit,
this.
you know? So now we just get to take all the
Who wins this game?
Yeah.
I mean, Navi probably gonna win this game.
We are so up support lanes around the world. As Lensis is now looking at the dragon here, or rather, looking at Relech, starting up the dragon, he'll back away, and now the Scuttle Crab is spawning on the top river, so I think Relech actually saw a window there to be like, okay, I'm gonna trade the dragon for the Scuttle Crab. Nice for Lensis to actually spot that. His Needlewort comes out from Knock-Knock-Go, big damage, and that will answer with the unstoppable onslaught from Mainter.
Relech did the 530 tech though, so he has the upgraded smite, whereas Lensis doesn't. So in this fight, Lensis will be down, which is why you're seeing Navi heavy commit here.
And Lensis also
Yeah, just
doesn't
give
have
it
the
all
backup
good.
of his mid laner. Poby gets to the mid lane shoved in. Humanoid was not ready for it. Poby was roaming, so not going to be an explosive Scuttle contest, but it will be a Scuttle confirmed for Relech, who now is level 6.
Yeah, and now Relech can kind of clear it through this top side and back down.
Oh, nice trade by Carzy.
Go for some sort of dragon take when he clears up the caps.
Very nice trade.
Feeling a little worse for wear now.
Yep, nice little combo from Carzy. You got to hit a couple of those to really threaten the Inara, but if you can hit those, that means that you can get priority in the lane. And they're right now shoving in a cannon wave here, as Lensis has hit level 6 in the top camps. And that dragon is still on the table. So the priority around the bot side does actually matter greatly right now. With Sam D being so low on the health bar and both junglers.
Bot is winning pretty hard now.
This is signaling to Lensis, there's an option.
Top is winning.
That dragon.
Not that hard though.
Yeah, I think he'd look to. But as you say, the ultimate that makes it very,
He has
very
ult as well
tempting.
here.
Humanoid with the reset might make it a bit hard, but... Oh, Sam D.
Oh, it's a whiff on all of them.
Both them missed.
It's a whiff on all of them.
That would have been big from Carzy right there. The Essence Flux hit the turret, but still, like, the Jump Rocket alone will do a lot of damage. So,
Goal.
goes for the reset here with his support, and Lensis is still just going for the full clear, so he's not immediately running towards that dragon. Still think there was a window there. If you want to just full send for it, stacking up early dragons is great, but just like game number 1, it's going to be a delayed first dragon. I think it was, what, 9 minutes in game 1? I think it was around there.
Yeah, the biggest thing is just like dragon timers tend to function now around like when you
mid matchup is rough.
and you have like nothing that could be taken. And because you got that first one interrupted by Relech, he had to kind of back off. One, for Scuttle, but two, also to keep his own topside camp, so he's not like spending too much time on Dragon, and Linces goes for the evade. So it's kind of this like push-pull that you constantly have.
Yes, TP up now though.
For Linces, I think it is kind of hard to find that moment, take Dragon and keep your camps, and then protect for Void Grub. So I imagine now instead what we'll probably see is whoever gets control of the spot side, the other jungler will just go towards that Void Grubs, and Relech now will push him.
The space that Humanoid's creating for Nako to win his matchup is crazy, right, Chatterman?
He's going to take the Astral Flight out from the Fountain.
It's insane.
Again, onto Mainter, who immediately again uses the ult. So top lane, the story there is you press R, I press R. Now we have a contest here as an early TP channel now from Hobie. Na'Vi with their mid laner coming in. We'll get there a little faster. And like you had said, Dagda, Linces says, I'm not going to go in there. I'm going to go for the grubs instead.
Yeah, and I mean, even just lucky that the crowd is spotting.
Good ward by Fleshai. Very nice.
Fleshy kind of keeping Relech in check, saying you're not getting any control over this.
Top crab for the Wukong.
But also there's no camps.
Maybe a grub too.
Anyways,
I will say Mainter is kind of chilling in this lane. It looked bad a second ago, but
instead of the grubs right away.
You can see Linces is, Relech is coming across with Hobie, but he's half HP. So Linces, do you just wait in the bush? Do you try and go for it? Yeah, you can see Relech is aware.
Yeah, and he has Pogo nearby as well, so Linces will have to play this carefully. Relech jumps forward.
Neither of them have smites.
We saw that Linces use it earlier, and he actually, I believe he was able to get that.
Yeah, Linces got it with the bonk, so
yeah.
Happy out, steals away a cap, and I believe thanks to the red buff got the initial Raptors as well, so nice play from Linces, just guiding that timer on the cap.
That was a game of, no pun intended, game of chicken. As neither jungler had smite, so just like who can get the final hit on the big chicken.
It worked out well, and now he gets even more off the back of it as well, because with that crab, he's going to be fine. So we got crab, he got the raptors, and he's now going to get the void grubs for that trade as well. So in the grand scheme of things, like, while the dragon is nice, I think it's personally keeping Linces in a good spot.
Yeah. And we saw that Relech was looking for a potential contest there, but he was just a couple seconds too late. Not able to get it there in time, so Linces will now just go straight back to his own camps. He goes to his Raptors, so we're going to skip the top camps because Relech might be in the neighborhood as Fleshy now spots him out. Sweeper and will back off. That was, I like
the Victor skin makes him look like a Yorick maiden. What?
He's a very cerebral jungle game currently as the
oh, nice stacks. Yummy, yummy.
Damage traded back, and he's just trying to clear out the
well, the game is extremely slow. I don't know how to sugarcoat it. It's Drake to Na'Vi, which is nice, but both sides are winning for Vitality as expected.
Linces able to keep his own jungle
but yeah, not much is really happening.
Back up towards his top side to clear out. He can reset, spend.
God, the games today have been very slow.
Still be in this bottom side of the map for if Vitality spot may need him at any point, and also with Crab spawning there as well.
Where's my SK Gaming Shifters 15 kills a minute? Where's that?
I think there's a big story here.
Yo, boot it up.
Because of how strong Relech has looked, and Linces is stepping up to the plate in this matchup. He's not falling behind in these little moments where Relech is looking for these invades. He's trying to get in there and take away stuff, but he's only so far gotten that dragon for the trade on the grubs. I'm very impressed with how Linces has been approaching this.
Yeah, especially because the last time when Vitality were playing up against Heretics, I think that was the same with Linces, where he did a very good job of controlling the early game, like finding moments, even against KC, like Yankos did a great breakdown on his YouTube channel. People want to watch it, of how he ended up, Linces kept controlling.
How is it? How about 15 minutes per kill? Yeah, so, we went from 15 kills a minute to 15 minutes a kill.
I don't want to say yeah. Definitely when Linces came into the league, he wasn't exactly like, oh my god, this guy's amazing. Yeah. But it's really come alive now with this new Vitality roster, and it does feel a little bit of the power of friendship has enabled him to like step up and be that main deal for them. And
this is just how the second best region plays.
Yeah, I mean,
true. We beat the LCK and then we became the LCK.
For the best current top laner in the LEC. Players like Karzi and Humanoid just have such strong brands and have been around.
And the LCK took our style. They're just fist fighting on cooldown.
So it's tough to stand out in that crowd. So shout out to Linces. Fleshy also standing out here.
You can ult him, no?
Get you a support like Fleshy, gets flashed out of Paris.
Lol.
He was saving him for Karzi. He was saving him
It's
for
good, he gets his flash.
I'll still take the flash out of the enemy support. I'm sure Karzi's happy about that.
I love Demacia.
Yeah, a little unfortunate for Fleshy. Maybe could have followed his own
The Nico's
advice,
like, oh no, I took your wave. Oh no, I'm sorry.
So with a minute now until that next dragon, I think this is where, if you're Na'Vi, that might give you a little bit of a timing window to try and play a little bit more aggressive on these waves, knowing that Nico can't match you, and see if you can get position river, because like even just looking at the moment, there is so much control in that bot side river with all the vision that they have.
Yeah, and that dragon's coming up in 50 seconds time. Na'Vi would like to continue stacking those. Nobody has like a solid hold of this game. It's a slight gold lead for Vitality, but I believe that's mostly just from CS and taking away some turret plates, as no one's taken that.
Did you know that you're closer to 40 than you are to 20 now? Bro, you don't have to say that. You're so weird. Where's that guy from the fucking Wembley Arena where he goes, "Fight, you fucking pussies"? Yo, get him in the audience.
And then if you're at half health, it's going to be harder to approach. So I think for Na'Vi, you got to keep your health bars safe for right now.
Next.
Actually, he's got the upgraded ultimate, but in comes Poby. Nope,
Maybe there's a fight over Drake.
And he is fine all the way back to the turret, actually.
Yeah, but now, Dragon spawning, first items completed basically across the board. It's just a case of how do Na'Vi try and push back, because again, Fleshy doesn't have access to that ultimate, so they're trying to play in that timing window where Relech is starting up the Dragon.
Poby gets the shove mid lane again, so he's going to be here a little earlier. Let's see if Humanoid wants to contest with Linces. Na'Vi have Paris wrapping around. Fleshy's in the river right now. Still has the flash, but Pop Blossom's on cooldown from the earlier play, so they don't have the Nico engage. Poby's getting some good poke onto Linces, but now in comes Humanoid.
TP from the Gwen.
Relech is running away because the teleport in.
Fleshy is caught.
As Relech ults in, but doesn't land onto anybody.
He gets the Drake though. Big ace ult. Mainter's big tank though. Humanoid's cooked. He has flash though.
They're now turning back onto Humanoid. Flash from the
I think Sion can chase him. It's winning for Na'Vi. Oh my god, we're gonna go to game 3. They got 2 Drakes as well. Oh yeah, scheisse, man. Nico couldn't even ult in this fight.
Great play around that dragon area. It looks so janky, to be honest, but it worked.
Yeah, Relech throws himself in there. I don't think he hit anybody with the ult, but he just gets close enough to the dragon to smite it. That was the angle.
And also,
yeah, Nico not ulting in this fight. It's basically a 4v5.
Quite available, but still trying to position there, which kind of started this all off. And then as everyone commits then into that choke point for Vitality, Sam D is getting a ton of value. Same with Poby thanks to his AoE spells. And Vitality just have to.
I think if Fleshy did the Nico clone trick there, he could have killed them.
Banana Brush can dictate the dragon fight. Karzi was not able to confidently throw out any Mystic shots because he doesn't know where somebody is. Like, the Yunara could just be running right at him. So, very well played by Na'Vi, as now it looks like a potential contest at the Rift Herald. Relech will just jump over the wall, tries to get out of there.
Mainter considering an ult up into
yeah,
this
I think Sion wins this fight for his team, though.
May just here as Na'Vi started up again.
Humanoid's following, but he instead takes the path back bottom.
Yeah, the Victor is so strong.
Advantage for Na'Vi. Vitality decide to back off. Na'Vi have done a fantastic job in this game too to control the early game, control these objectives. It's only been the grubs picked up by Vitality now. As Humanoid will get some alone time on this bot side. He's been falling up behind slightly in the CS department over Poby and has now kind of equalized that here. So at least there's that, but Na'Vi still feel happy with that dragon, with that Herald.
Yeah, it's again, like, this is kind of where Na'Vi feel most comfortable. When you've got this dragon stack, you've got this decent late game scaling through Sam.
Yeah, Poby still has flash as well, so it's quite hard to punish sides.
Vitality to break this, but we knew coming into this, Vitality were going to struggle to do that, right? You needed time for Wukong and this Aurelion Sol to really come online, but now as you start to crest in towards a potential 3rd dragon, a 4th dragon, you kind of need this this engine to start kicking it along through your mid jungle.
And Nako's counter pick is not doing that much now. They've matched the Gwen into the Victor, or they've matched the Victor into the Gwen. And so now the Gwen's just going even against Sion as he just pushes into Asol. Yeah, this game looks tough for Vitality. I think it's just a draft diff, no? Aren't they just going to get outscaled, out-team fought and lose? They just gave them Yunara Lulu for free.
Mainter's been able to hold his own. Now they're sticking Poby in.
Like Na'Vi first picked Lulu, and then they just gave them Yunara. And now they're just going to be playing against full scaling.
Yeah, Sunfire Torch just helps with the poke. Fleshy is here as a minion, and Relech was not.
Oh, that's a good play. Relech didn't see it.
Under the turret will take the ultimate to safety. The extra turret
Is it a good play? It's a winning play for Na'Vi. Yeah, this is game 3. Yeah, Vitality game 2 is a cook. I think Vitality are the game 1 endies of the world, aren't they? Oh, they're gonna dive the Sion or what? What are you gonna do? Okay. Oh, SK is game 1 endies as well, you're right.
Yeah, really well played by Na'Vi there.
Yeah, and even to start it off, I liked how Fleshy approached it.
You are right.
Wiggle right in front of the tower, but basically he was trying to get rid of the home guard buff because that minion wave was coming up. He would still be faster than the minion, so he was waiting to try and basically hide as much as possible, but still wasn't enough. Vitality, they end up losing their top lane tower. They don't make the cross map play, and Navi, it's only a slight gold lead, but with dragons and the map starting to go in their favor, it feels like this next fight is where this gold lead should open up for Navi.
Yes, exactly. It was just slightly in favor of Vitality. Navi's pulled that back. The gold graph won't look that fancy, but as we get a replay here, Relech, maybe he did notice and he's just thinking, I'm ahead, I'm fine, but Poby's flash was
Good reaction by Poby. Really good reaction from Poby.
And it's just about finding enough space. The stun,
You said Gwen's going to take over this game?
This
Well, I thought that Gwen would get a lead, but apparently not.
And he hurts.
the flash gravity field and the rocket belt, baby. Rocket belt victory. I'm telling you, man. If we see an Aurelion soul...
Is there a TP behind angle here for the Gwen?
Would I like that?
On the Victor? I think it's a good play. You should go now with the TP. Right now behind the Victor. Now, not doing it. How are they not TPing behind Victor right now? This guy is 700 gold with a ward behind him, pushing into tier 1 with Gwen TP ready and already on Sol in fly range, and they don't play it.
You see the photo of the Earth that they posted?
No, I didn't.
Just went out earlier today. Oh, beautiful. Nice. We live on a beautiful planet.
Yeah, we're fairly lucky because we're kind of screwed on everything.
Yeah, notably, I don't think we would do it. I don't think we would have League of Legends on other planets, based on my understanding of habitability and the human biome. But as Navi pushing mid lane here, Samdi gets a wave to crash, almost takes the turret. Not quite there. Dragon setup is the name of the game right now, as Relech will find Fleshy. Big chunk damage there as he flashes over the Aurelion Soul damage, but not able to get in onto Lucius.
Yeah, I think a little nervous with the Chrome beside him that there was going to be a combo with... Hang on, Sandy stepping up.
Yeah, not typically when a Gwen gets a melee range of an AD carry, the AD carry goes the other direction. Sandy says, nah, I actually feel confident here. Humanoid now coming in onto main turn.
That guy is taking damage, guys, I swear. Now they have, I mean, and now they just lose Drake. Okay. So Navi's on soul point now. Yeah, wrap it up.
Yeah, I thought that basically with the clone there, Linces was going to pop the cyclone. You immediately get the Skies Descend, you burst out Relech, and then you've got the fight in your favor. But unsure that they'd actually have enough damage in the tank. Maybe Vitality.
They get bot tier 1 as well here, Navi.
And meant that Sam D controlled midway.
Trading is a bit tricky, but they do have 3 grubs on ASOL if they hit top tier 1.
Away from that bot side river, and they're able to get the dragon so nicely orchestrated.